All right, hi everybody. This is called a fraction of a whole. It's 2 pages. Let's read the instructions. Use numbers and labeled sketches to solve the problems on this page. Why, Mr. Light, do I have to show a labeled sketch just so we know you know what you're doing? Because again, just because we can do a calculation doesn't mean we understand the whole thing. Okay, so we just want to make sure that we show our work, that people can look at it and understand what you're doing. All right, so Nathan participated in a 5K or 5-kilometer race. He walked 1/4 of the way, jogged 3/5 of the way, and ran 3/20 of the way. How many kilometers did Nathan walk? So we have our total, right? I have here's 0 and here's 5 kilometers, right? And so they're saying that he walked 1/4 of the race. So can I use a number line to do this? I wonder if I shouldn't. Can I split it into quarters? Well, I don't think, well, let's see. Halfway would be what? 2.5 kilometers. That would be half. And then 1/4 would be 1 1/4 kilometers. Oh, okay, so I could do that. All right, cool. So we have 1/4 of it is 1.4, 1/2 is 2.5, 1 whole is 5 kilometers. Ah, I see what I was doing now. Forgive me. I'll pause next time I want to do that. How many meters did Nathan walk? Ah, so 1 1/4 kilometers. So remember, there's 100 meters equals 1 kilometer. Nathan walked 1 2/5 kilometers equals 125 meters. All right. If I wanted to explain that more, I could have said 1.25 times 100 equals. Another way I could have shown that is using the ratio table, right? So my ratio would be kilometers to meters, okay? And we went, so we won't know 1 is 100 already, so then we would just need to find 1/4. So 1/4 would be 25 meters. So then 1 1/4 would be 125 meters. All right, all different ways to show our work. How many kilometers did Nathan jog? So he jogged 3/5, fifth of 5. So if we do 3/5 of 5, that's going to be really helpful because I can make this 1/5 of 5 times 3, right? Because 3/5 is really 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5, which is 3 times 1/5. And 1/5 of 5 should be pretty straightforward. 1/5 of 5 is the same thing as 1. And I'm going to multiply that 3 times, so I have 3 kilometers. Right, so Nathan jogged 3 kilometers. How many meters? So again, I could do that. 1 meter is 100, or 1 kilometer to meters. So then that means 3 kilometers is 300 meters. So 300 meters. How far in kilometers did Nathan run? Okay, he ran 3/20 of the way. Okay. 3/20 of 5 kilometers. Anything I can do besides just, I think I'm just going to, this is 3/20 plus 3 plus itself 5 times. I think with the 3/20, I think that's all I'm going to do. So same thing, I'm going to do and then 5 groups of 3 is 15. 15/20 of a kilometer. All right. We could simplify this if we want to. I notice that both are divisible by 5. So I could take 15/20 and divide it by 5 over 5, which again is just by 1 to make it 3/4. 3/4 of a kilometer. That's better. That makes more sense than 15/20, so I think I would do that. So 3/4 of a kilometer. How many meters did Nathan run? Well, remember, if we do 1 kilometer is 100, And he went 3/4. No, I know 1/4 is 25, so that means 3/4 is 75. So 75 meters. Cool. Number 2, Deha's bedroom is 9 square meters. She just got a new rug that covers 3/5. I just realized that I didn't do labeled sketches. All right, so I gotta go back here. So 3/5. So if I use this whole number line thing as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's zoom in. All right, cool. So I can split those into fifths, right? So the whole thing is 5/5. So 5 kilometers out of 5 kilometers. So 3/5 would be 3 kilometers. The 3/20ths. How can I draw that one out? Did you all have any ideas? 3/20ths. I mean, I always feel like with distance, the number line makes sense. So then I split this from 0 to 5 into 20ths. So that would be 19 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. How's that going to help? Because maybe 10/20ths is that halfway point. So that would mean 5/20ths. 6/20. I don't know. I'm stumped on this one. If you guys figured this out, how to draw this one, let me know. But I do believe I explained my reasoning well. Man. I'm trying to think. I'll have to think about that. I might come back to that one. All right. Deha's bedroom is 9 square meters. She just got a new rug that covers 3/5 of her bedroom floor. How big is Deja's new rug? I mean, if I had to draw this, I would say, her room is 3x3. And then her rug covers 3/5 of the room. So if I did this into fifths, all right, the rug is here. Like that's the rug. All right. So it's 3 meters by something less than 3 meters. 3/5 of 3 meters. 3/5 of 3 meters. So if we split this into fifths, so each one of these is 3/5 of a meter, right? Yeah, because 3/5 plus 3/5. So we have 3/5, 6/5, 9/5, 12/5, 15/5. That's 3 meters. That's probably what I needed to do up here in the number line. So each one of these is 3/5. So now we have 9/5 by 3. Or we could pull out that to make it a little bit more. We take a whole 5 out and leave 4 left over. 1 4/5 of a meter by 3 meters. That's the size of the rug. This is exciting. But I'm wondering why I wouldn't just do like just 3/5 of 9 square meters. That seems to be like way easier. Like just way simpler. Because if I had 3/5 of 9, is there anything there I can do? Man, I could make this, I could do kind of over here. I could do 3/5 of 10 minus 1 group of 3/5, right? I think that would work. So what does that equal? Well, 1/5 of 10 is 2. So 3/5 would be 6 minus 3/5. So that would equal 5 and 2/5. Cool, that worked. I still don't know. I'm struggling with the drawing. Is there a better way to have done that? Because we got one. This doesn't seem to be very helpful. Although we could have done this. Let's check this. So this is 1 4/5 meters by 3 meters, which we could say is the same as 3 times 1 plus 4/5 times 3, which equals 3 plus 12/5, which isn't great, which is equal to 3 plus 1, oh no, there's 2 in there, 2 and 2/5, which is 5 and 2/5. I like this way better. I think that way makes more sense. So I really don't know why I would have drawn something there. I'm gonna have to look at bridges, and if they teach me something, then I'll let you know. All right, let's keep going. Write a story problem for 2/3 times 4, then solve your own problem. I could say that George was driving to his friend's house. His friend lives 4 kilometers away from him. The Karuja is 2/3 of the way there. How far is the Karuja from George's house? All right, not much not much room to solve this, but let's see. We have thirds, fourths. So if I had to think about this, here's 0, here's 4 kilometers. And that's the whole. Maybe that's the problem that I'm having. If we split this into thirds to figure this out, how many thirds make up 4? Is that the way to think about it? No, because that's the whole. Man. So hold on a second. Let me think that through. So if I have 1, 2, 3. So I have 1, 2, 3, and then 4. These are all kilometers. If I split these into thirds, that means my total should be 12 thirds because I'm at 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's right. So I have 12 thirds in this whole thing. So if I only wanted to go 2/3, wait, no, that doesn't make sense because then the 2/3 would be here. 2/3 of 12 thirds. Now 2/3 of 12 is easy to figure out because 1/3 of 12 is 6 and 2/3 would be 12, right? Wait, no, what? So if I found 2/3 of 12, that would be 8 because 1/3 of 12 is 4 and 2 is 8. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would be here, which looks to be 2.5 kilometers. Wow, I did it. I drew it out. Because if we did, man, I think I just figured something out in my life. That's pretty great. So if I just had 2/3 times 4, I could make that 2/3 times 3 plus 2/3 times 1, which turns this into 2 plus 2/3, which is 2 and 2. It's not 2.5. So I'm close here, but I didn't do it. So how would you draw this out? See, I figured it out now. So it's not 2.5. It is 2 2/3 because this is 2/3. This isn't a half. So this was, if we counted 8 thirds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is 2 2/3 away. See, I just looked at the 2 and the 3 and thought that was 2/3. So I was right. 2 2/3 kilometers. So I did figure that out. So I went from 0 to 4. I figured how many thirds were in 4, and there's 12 thirds in 4, and I measured that out. And then I counted, and I was like, well, what's 2/3 of 12? 2/3 of 12 is 8, and I counted 8/3 out, and there you go. There's the answer. Oh, woohoo! All right. Solve the following combinations. Show your work for each. Hint, use one or more of the strategies on the chart you made with your classmates. That was the one that we went over in the video. 3 times 3/4. Which one do I want to do for that? 3/4 is... Do I do 1/4? Do I do the plus minus the chunk? I think just repeated addition. So this would be 3/4 plus 3/4 plus 3/4, which equals 9/4. 2/5 of 6, or 6 groups of 2/5. 5. Oh, that could be 5 times 2/5 plus 1 times 2/5, which is equal to 1/5 is 1, so 2/5 is 2. 2 plus 2/5, which is 2 and 2/5. 8 2/3. I could do that up to 9 and do that minus 1. I like that one. I could split this to 6 and 2. We could do that too. So we could say 6 times 2/3 plus 2 times 2/3, which gives you 1/3 of 6 is 2, so 2/3 is 4 plus 4/3, which again we would take out 1, so that would be 5 and 1/3. Fill in the blanks. 1/4 of something is 9. That'd be 36. How did I figure that out? Well, I was thinking 4 times 9 is 36, so 1/4 of 9 would be 1/4 of 36 would be 9. So if I know what's half of something is 9, so half of 18. So this is 2/4. So you can say 4 times. No, this is 1/2. Yeah. Oh wow, cool. 3/4 of something is 9. 1/4 of 30. Ah, look at that. It's going in half. So this would probably be not. No, can't be 9. So 3/4. So that would be 3. So 1/4 of something is 3. Would that be 12 then? Yeah, because 1/4 of 12 is 3, and then 3 times 3 is 9. Fun. And then 4/4, that would be 9. What do we see? Find and describe at least one pattern in the 4 combinations above. I see 36. 8, 6, 4. Ah, our number goes down by... so this was half, right? This was not half. What was this? Goes to half here. Ah, because this... Ah, okay. So we have a... So this went by half, and then from half to a whole was a half. Okay, that makes sense. What's the pattern that I see? Well, here I see that it goes down, it went by 18, then by 6, then by 3. Do I see something there? 18, 6, 3. Well, 6 times 3 is 18. That's interesting. I don't know if that's a pattern. I notice that the numbers keep decreasing, the second factor. The second factor decreases as the first factor increases, which makes sense. All right, fill in the blanks. 1/5 of something is 15. 1/5 of what? 75? Because this would be 15 5 times. 1/5 of something is 30. So that would be what? 150. 1/5 of something is 60, 300. 1/5 of something is 120. That would be 5 times 12 is 60, so that would be 600. Find and describe at least. Oh, this is just doubled each time. Well, because to double the product, we had to double the second factor. Right? So we went 75, 150, 300, 600, 15, 30, 60, 120. So that doubled each time. Challenge, fill in the blanks. 5/4 of something is 10. Oof, this is some good thinking. So I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but if I look at 10, I know that 10 is the same thing as 40/4. So if I know that this is 40/4, then I know if I have 8 groups of 5/4, then that gives me 10. Is that good thinking? I don't know. 8/4 of so that's 2. So 2 times something is 9. Well, that would be half of 9 is 4.5. 3/5 of something is 30. If I want to think of this as 1/5. Wait, no. Don't think of it that way. This is like 30 divided by 3/5. How many 3/5 are in 30? So how many fifths are in 30? That would be, what, 150 fifths equals 30, right? Yeah. So 150 fifths equals 30. So if I have 3/5, how many times would I have to group those to get to 150? 50 times. So 3/5 of 50 equals 30. Well, let's think of that. 1/5 of 50 is 10 times 3 is 30. Cool. 4/5 of something is 60. Well, I know 1/5 of 60 is 12. Does that help me? No, that doesn't help me. So I'm going to think about this again. 60 is what? 300 fifths. That's double. But this 3/5 one, that's not going to help. 300 over 5. So 4. How many times do you have to increase to get to 300? Hmm. 75, I think. Is that right? 1/5 of 75 is what? 15. 4 groups is 60. I bet there's better ways to do that. Let me know. Bye.